The following video uses content that is allowed for educational, parodic, and/or reviewing purposes under fair use. All rights have been acknowledged. Surprise! Happy birthday, Mr. Enter! I'm MasterXerrat, and let me just say, I enjoy watching your videos. I enjoy watching your pony reviews, your animated atrocities, and of course, your admirable animations. You're one of the few people that I know of to ever express your admiration for episodes, such as Last of the Star Makers from Courage the Cowardly Dog and Pigeon Man from Hey Arnold. You're also one of the few people that I know of that have brought to life the animated atrocities, such as Seahorse Seashell Party from Family Guy, the film Tentacolino, and especially Pet Sitter Pat from SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, of all the cartoons you mentioned in both your animated atrocities and admirable animations, there is one cartoon that I have in mind that you've yet to mention: Rocko's Modern Life. This is because A, you haven't seen the show yet, which is understandable, and or B, you haven't really got the time to look more into the show, which of course is also understandable. So basically the show's about an Australian immigrant wallaby named Rocko who experiences his new American life along with his dog Spunky in the city of O-Town. The adventures Rocko goes through every day are parodic and very surreal, but nonetheless, the show itself is extremely hilarious. Now, I've yet to see a done episode of the series, but the show itself has made its own list of admirable animated episodes such as I Have No Son, The Big Question, The Big Answer, Wacky Deli, and of course, today's review, Zanzibar. It's another episode about saving the environment, but unlike the SpongeBob episodes Keeping Bikini Bottom Beautiful and SpongeBob's Last Stand, it is actually done right. And yes, folks, it is indeed another goddamned musical episode. Now let me assure you that this is a good musical episode because of two particular reasons that I can think of on the top of my head. One is that this episode is aware that it's a musical episode, it knows that the songs are sappy, but the strange part is that the songs are actually good and catchy, which contributes to the second reason. The whole entire episode, including the songs themselves, are written by none other than Dan Povenmire and Jeff Swampy Marsh. That's right, the co-creators of Phineas and Ferb have written this episode. Look, if you want to blame on something for all the songs that are on Phineas and Ferb, blame the Rocko's Modern Life episode, Zanzibar, because basically, songwriting is in Dan and Jeff's blood. But enough rambling, let's get on to the episode itself.
Summer's for fishing and for lounging around.
Fall is for raking all the leaves off the ground.
Don't worry, folks, the song gets better. And yes, that is an actual dead body under the leaves. Rocko's Modern Life is known for getting away as much crap as it possibly could, just like Animaniacs.
Spring cleaning, spring cleaning.
We deodorize and sanitize and harmonize too.
So the entire population of O-Town decides to sing a musical number because potatoes. By the way, the song itself is actually fucking hilarious.
Spring cleaning.
I'll sweep up this mat.
Spring cleaning.
I'll vacuum the cat.
Spring cleaning.
Did I get this dead rat?
You'll find a lot of stuff when you're spring cleaning.
So the entire musical number itself wakes up Rocko as he investigates why everyone is singing. And then, of course, the musical number ends.
But it's gotta get done.
So after that musical number, Rocko goes up to Heifer and asks him why everyone was singing.
We've just got a song in our hearts.
How is it you all know the words? Did you rehearse?
Yeah, every Thursday. Didn't you see the flyers?
So wait, the entire population itself decides to have all these community sing-along rehearsals just to sing along? I could buy that. So later on, Rocko and Heifer decides to take their trash out to the city dump, but when they get there, they realize that the dump is full. So Rocko's disgruntled neighbor Ed Bighead suggests to dump the trash out in the public park. Rocko protests, but Ed doesn't care.
But you can't just dump your trash anywhere.
Of course I can.
And then we cut to another catchy musical number, this time sung by Ed Bighead.
What the heck are you thinking? These barrels are stinking. I gotta dump this goo before I barf and gag. It's Thanksgiving for maggots. Get lost before I dump on you.
And yes, just like the previous musical number, it's actually very good, very hilarious, and not as rushed as the musical numbers as displayed in Atlanta SquarePants. And so with that, Ed's musical number finally comes to an end.
But Mr. Bighead, that's not very good for the environment.
Who cares about the environment?
Yes, folks, Ed Bighead is a complete asshole in this series. But then all of a sudden, a mysterious stranger appears.
Look, everyone! It's Murky the Bear!
No, down here.
Oh, I mean, Captain Compost Heap!
Like I said, the show itself is very surreal, and anything goes so long as structure is still present in its storyline. So, Captain Compost Heap decides to educate the people of O-Town about the environment with, of course, another catchy song.
RECYCLE recycle. CONSERVE conserve. Don't you POLLUTE pollute the river, sky, or sea, or else you're gonna get what you deserve.
I'm starting to get the feeling that the songs themselves should actually be on Phineas and Ferb, but this'll have to do. So we get to learn about everything that we know about the environment, including our ozone layer, the fluorocarbons that are diminishing the ozone layer, the effects of deforestation, pollution, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. This particular song is not just as funny as the other previous songs, but it is also the highlight of the entire episode in general.
Don't you POLLUTE pollute the river, sky, or sea,
Or else we're gonna get
what we deserve.
What a sappy song.
You got that right, Rocko. So Rocko and the citizens decide to clean up O-Town by recycling all of their trash, but unfortunately that did little to clean up the environment. The source of the problem? The oncoming pollution from O-Town's own mega corporation, Conglamo.
Conglamo, eh? Well, that's big business.
Hey, wait! Where are you going? We're not gonna let him get away with this, are we?
Well, yeah, that's Conglamo.
They own everything.
They even own City Hall.
Huh, in before by and large, I guess.
And you know what they say.
It's going to be a song, isn't it?
Get used to it, Rocko. There's plenty more singing to where that came from.
You can't fight City Hall. You can't fight corporate America.
What we're singing is sappy, we know it's sappy, but we're gonna sing it anyways. So Rocko suggests that they band together and march on down to City Hall to demand for a cleaner environment.
Are you with me? I said, are you with me?
I guess we might as well.
That's the spirit.
All got nothing better to do.
So everyone decides to march on down to City Hall but get stopped by a security guard at the door. By the way, the singers in the scene are hilarious.
And how do y'all know the words?
I don't know the words.
He doesn't know the words.
I guess Rocko pretty much summed up the viewer's response to the singers and the songs in general. Unfortunately, the security guard doesn't let them in because they don't have an appointment. So the singers and Heifer walk away.
It's our business that keeps your business going. So I insist you let me speak to the board of directors.
All right, whatever.
So Rocko is finally allowed inside the meeting room as he tries to convince the high executives of Conglamo to clean up their act. Fortunately, Heifer and the singers come in to save the day as we get a reprisal of the Recycle song.
Don't you POLLUTE pollute the river, sky, or sea, or else you're gonna get what you deserve.
Okay.
So, Conglamo sends Ed Bighead to clean up the entire environment. Later on, as he sits in his home exhausted from all the work, he gets a knock at the door. It's the citizens of O-Town as they thank Mr. Bighead for doing his part of cleaning the environment.
Clash, Merc. If it hadn't been for you lousy do-gooders, I wouldn't have had to do anything. You and your lousy song.
Like I said, Ed Bighead is an asshole. So Ed Bighead sprays some aerosols into the Earth's atmosphere as the fluorocarbons eat away a portion of the ozone layer where he stands. Then, of course, the sun's rays fry up Ed Bighead on the spot. Thank you, Karma.
So you see, boys and girls, if you're not nice to Mother Nature, she'll kick our butts.
See, Seth MacFarlane, this is how you do a moral for a cartoon show. Now do me a favor and ditch those manatees that you call writers and get actual humans. The less manatees that are involved with the animation industry, the better. So that concludes my review for Zanzibar, which proves that not only you can have a good Save the Environment episode, but also a good musical episode that doesn't suck, unlike Atlantis Squarepantis. To me, this episode is an admirable animation of its own right. But what do you think, Mr. Enter? Should this be an admirable animation, an animated atrocity, or a let's talk about it? I await for your response real soon. Oh, and I'll also be expecting an admirable animation of the episode Wacky Deli sometime in the future, an episode that satirizes Nickelodeon of today years beforehand. And with that, I say to you once again, happy birthday. You definitely earned it.
Someone's cutting down the old town forest. It's not enough to sit around and grieve. If we don't protect our flora and our fauna,
then we won't have the oxygen to breathe.
Party,